What's happening, y'all? What's happening? Um, my name is Derek, and this is Jordan, and this is
Accountability partners.
um, yeah. We just came up with this. Just my dog. We're pushing, and we're pushing even when it's hard, and we're pushing each other. So the standards stay high. Uh, gotta let them know where they can find us, bro.
Anywhere on social media, mine's don't change, his don't change. J2O the Don on all social media platforms at Treasure Vision.
There we go. There we go. Quick intro, man. We're gonna get better at that. We're gonna have some little songs and all that. We're gonna have a song for sure, man. We're gonna keep playing it over. I'm gonna talk to you about that later. But I want to start off, bro, with this question: what does accountability partner mean to you?
It's a conversation we had earlier, actually, that brings me to this answer. Everybody got different definitions for the same word, but accountability partners to me means somebody that's gonna hold you to that standard. Like whatever y'all talked about on whatever subject, if you said I'm gonna work out this week for 20 minutes, that person gonna call and check in on you and make sure that you did them 20 minutes. Now that's being called held accountable. Now the partner comes in when it's gonna be that whoever that person may be, and this is my accountability partner.
I would say for sure the same thing. But even more to emphasize on the partner part is like anybody could be having somebody in a corner or in a life that's just telling them what they should be doing with themselves and how they should be living, but it's different when they doing it with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it don't have to be like we doing the same thing, we both chasing the same career, but we both, pushing how we're supposed to be pushing.
Definitely. See, one thing when it come to accountability partners, like I said earlier, I used to miss them phone calls for real. Like I used to be like, man, I know bruh finna call me today. Feel me? And I know we gonna have one of them 30-hour-long conversations. Like, cause he know, like it got to, and I know he gonna laugh when you hear this, but it got to a point where I was just having this same problem over and over again. He say, hey, bruh, I'm done with that conversation, bruh. Call me with something else. Like, and I'm like, I'm pumped, cause I'm like, man, I thought like, but at the end of the day, being held accountable, somebody not gonna always want your emotional baggage. You get what I'm saying? When they going through whatever they going through in their life. So you still gotta compartmentalize what you got going on. But him being my accountability partner, yeah, them was some kind of harsh words to say, but I mean it gotta be said. And so being held accountable, I mean it is what it is. Like they always say, man, the truth hurts. So, salute my accountability partner.
I gotta get back to that because you actually taught me something in that, and it made me respect you because you hurry up and told me about my delivery. You know what I mean? And when you told me about my delivery, it wasn't in a way where I could possibly take offense. You know what I mean? And being I rock with you, I was trying to understand, and I feel like once you told me and you gave me a chance to speak my piece, like we was able to move forward. And that's why when you were saying earlier, like getting them phone calls and us chopping it up, we don't got to chop it up every day. You know what I mean? For it to be good. You know what I mean? Because the day that it's good, you know what I mean, we're gonna go crazy. You know what I mean? So it's like, and like I said, I learned from you that day that it's still, rather than intent is right or not, delivery is important. You know what I mean? So that was you helped me big on that. That went both ways. That went both ways for sure. Um, what else?
Okay, to the meat and potatoes of everything of why. I'm gonna just start off by saying why I think people need accountability partners. Y'all not really gonna like some of the things that I say, but too bad. Cause on this one, we gonna be solution based and we gonna talk about it, man. Like at the end of the day, somebody gotta talk about it.
Yeah.
Somebody gotta talk about it. So to address the issue, let's start being accountable, man, with these social media. I'm just saying. Because at the end of the day, it influences a lot of people, right? And when you ingest something on a daily basis, from my experience, like he said, I'm going to speak in I statements. Like what I ingest, I don't ingest a whole lot of bullshit. You get what I'm saying? Like I've been feeding my mind when I went to the pen. Like I was chilling with the youngsters at first, being wild, doing all that. Then I got up under some OGs when I was like 23. And it was over. It changed my life. But social media got everybody thinking that you just gotta be this big old gangster. Y'all ain't like that. Like those days is over. Like when all the real gangster shit is happening, like y'all not outside for that. Like you feel me? Y'all coming outside and y'all don't gotta hustle. Y'all don't gotta do nothing. Y'all damn near don't even gotta go to school. Like that's y'all most basic thing that y'all gotta commit to and get through. Like you get what I'm saying? But social media, y'all come outside and it's like I'm coming outside in full designer and I'm still committing crimes. For what reason? I just want to know. Like you don't have no struggle. Like, and when I say you, I'm talking about the youth of today's world, because you know social media got everybody thinking that you got to be a gangster. Going to jail is not a rite of passage. I just want everybody to know that. My first time going to jail / prison was 11 years. His was 12 years. So now that's the real behind, if you really want to do the social media, let's start talking about that part. When you got to go sit down for that 12 and people coming and leaving out your life. But that's just all a part of being held accountable. And I think that people should start tempering what they put on social media and what they saying, because you know it's a lot of disrespect. But
let me
it's deep.
Let me jump on that. I think what you're getting at and what you make me think about is projection. I definitely get offended when I see somebody that I know and it's like, damn, like my nephew be around you, my son be around you, my niece be around you, and you know that they look up to you and they following you or whatever the hell, and like you putting this stuff online that you don't even live by. You know what I mean? That definitely rubs me wrong. I've been getting harassed lately with the music videos, and I'm just, keep it real, I'm not shooting nothing I don't believe in. I don't want to hear about the 50 niggas you shot and all the licks you hit. Like, you're not shooting that with my camera. And I've been like really pushing that because I feel like whatever I put out, the people that love me and the people that I rock with are gonna, you know, at least give it a chance. So I don't want to be letting them think that that's what I'm putting out there, because I'm not, you know what I mean? So that's a thing that I think really gets me, is like, if that's what you own, then you have to be on that at all times, you know what I mean? It can't be like, you know, somebody see you in traffic and now you the victim, you know what I mean? Because you was just hella aggressive online, you know what I mean? So, and that's where I get frustrated too, because like even with dealing with the kids, like you said, situations happen and then we all sit down with whoever was involved, and then it's like the people that was doing the most is like acting like they didn't do nothing, or like I said, I don't know. It's just hard looking at everybody be like you said, like on some tough stuff, but at the same time, like okay, I'm gonna say this, bro, and just like my favorite thing, I try to keep people around me that love me enough to tell me the truth. We need to start hanging around with people that's gonna tell us like, bro, you not hard. Stop. Like I seen something the other day, and he can call me on it. Somebody posted something the other day. I told him to take it down. I got the DM and the screenshot. I didn't put it in the comments. I just sent it in the DM like, bro, like we not doing that. You know what I mean? And that was all that I can do. But I'm pretty sure he knows from this point on, for me, that you will never be able to associate me with no shit like that. Because that's just, we don't do that, especially on the internet. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's another one. That's another one. The social media thing is definitely real. What do you think? What do you think your life would have been like before jail, before prison, before all that, if you would have had an accountability partner?
I 100% believe I'd have been on somebody's football field, baseball field, track field, basketball, one of them sports for sure.
Yeah.
Because I was really like a dog in whatever I played. And I was like raw. Always top 5 in whatever I played. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, and that went for me, that went for my brother, that went for my oldest brother. Like, we just always like, we was them niggas when it came to, football. Like, and so, well, any sport, you feel me? But we just had it like that. But my life definitely, I'd have been on somebody, I'd have been somewhere far along if I had an accountability partner, because everybody, no matter from when I was young all the way to now, like they always seen something in me, and I ain't even just talking about the sports side. I'm talking about mentally right here.
Yeah.
So it's like they always saying, man, you smart. Like, you smarter than even you think. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it was like people seeing that and even just speaking that into me made me, when I first started seeing it, that one little crack, like, oh man, I really am kind of, like, man, I remember these words like crazy. Like, and I'm just reading the dictionary just like Malcolm X said. I started from Harvard and I went through it. And ever since then, I just been calling myself a walking dictionary, and I stand on that. I really do stand by that. Like, and so, but I do think that my life would have been totally different. But I mean, at the end of the day, I would change a few things. But mentally, and where I'm at right now, I'm good. Like, I ain't, I can't complain, bro.
Am I crazy to think, yes or no, answer, am I crazy to think you can have an accountability partner that's somebody that you just inspired by?
Definitely. I feel like if you did have some type of relationship with them, some type of rapport, I think that'll, like, that reach and that connection would be just that much more, better. But yes, to answer the question, yes, I do.
Who would be that person for you?
Dead or alive.
Man. And I don't know, I feel like you asking me like that is relevant, because it's like, it's just putting me at a pause, because I know if I was to ask you about somebody dead, it'd have to be somebody from the past.
Clearly. And
times are changing so much. It's like, I wonder which one is coming to your mind. So I'm going to ask for one dead and one alive.
I'm going to just put it out there to you like this. This is not a conversation that I have not had before. I had this conversation multiple times, and it wasn't just one person. It was basically, they asked me, who would be at your round table? If you had 5 people, who would these 5 people, dead or alive, be that would be at your round table if you was to have 10 crumpets? Literally, this is the question.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, if I can answer that I think that would be more appropriate for the topic.
Right.
But my list that I had, of course, you know, the field general. I got to start out with him. You know, Malcolm X. That's number one. My number two, Angela Davis. You know, my number three, Huey P. Newton. My number four, who was my number four? Man, I ain't looked at that list in a while. Oh, Langston Hughes. And my last was, of course, Maya Angelou.
Alright. That's what's up. I'm gonna put you on the spot, and I want you to pick one of them and give me what was the reason or a reason that they got on your list.
I mean, you know, anytime I get a chance, I'll talk about this man. Malcolm X, you know what? I mean, true to his words, like he said what he said, no matter how he said it. Whether it was kind of soft or hard, he stood on what he said. You get what I'm saying? And it's like he said he gonna change his life, and that's what he did. And then he was all in for it, like you just said. You feel me? By any means. So you know that right there was a just true testament to the man that he was. You feel me? Coming from his background and all of that, not being able to read and all that. So it's like, yeah, him. Hands down, Malcolm X.
I'm gonna steal one from you and say, Maya Angelou. I only read a couple of them, but like it's crazy how like I've always been into music, so and my favorite kind of music, as far as writing, was just storytelling. But it was crazy cause I read her books when I was I ain't gonna say grown, I was grown, I was like 27, 28. But it was crazy to see or feel how like she was able to bring her story like into my mind. You know what I mean? Like her voice was strong, and it made it easy to picture it. You know what I mean? So I say that to say, I still need to hurry up and publish this book, but I wrote a book, and
yeah, I remember.
She is she is definitely somebody that lets me know or makes me feel like your voice is important. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it ain't about healing you. You know what I mean? You might just say something that somebody else can relate to. You know what I mean? And one thing I've been hearing a lot, especially like from older dudes, is like sometimes, a lot of times, you're gonna do stuff and you won't live to see the results of it. You know what I mean? So being in them conversations with dudes that did 50 times the work I have, and listening to them accept that and still go 50 times as hard as I do, it's like, it's easy to do it. You know what I mean? It's easy to get up. But then again, like I say, like, I can look at them as accountability partners. And I can look at you as an accountability partner. If I know you got to get up at 5 in the morning to go to work, and I'm like in the bed at 8, I'm like, ooh, bro, getting it in right now, and I'm chilling on the couch, like, you know what I mean? Like, I won't be able to do that for 2 weeks and be able to call you and have a straight face. Like, bro, what you doing? I'm over here working out, like, I ain't doing nothing. I'm watching Stephen A. You know what I mean? Like, so, that's like, I don't know, that's, accountability partner don't have to be so big and like, you know, it ain't gotta be like such a thing like that, but it could just be in our daily habits. I mean, it could just be my nigga Dro. We get them FaceTimes early morning. It's like, bro, if you ain't
tap in, man.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Man,
Like,
it's simple. Like,
yeah,
it's just
like,
a tap in. That's it.
For sure.
It ain't no. It's like you can't put too much pressure on it either. Like at the end of the day, like it's not something that's a negative. It's for me. It's always positive. Like somebody to just call and check on you and feel me. You know, check out your progression. Because at the end of the day, like it's all about progression. It's a process. Like you're not finna just be like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then tomorrow it's gonna be just 100% done. Like, don't nothing work like that. You feel me? Like, you're not finna have some cake batter and then it's gonna turn into a cake. You feel me? In 1 minute. Like, nah, it's a process you gotta go through. So, I mean, don't put too much pressure on accountability partner. Like, just know that this a person that you can talk to pretty much about anything that you want. You know, that you open and talk about. You get what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, it's like it's just somebody to help you get over that hump. That's it.
I'm gonna agree to disagree. Right before we cut the credits, bro, because I feel like if I'm hitting you like, hey, bro, I need you to be my accountability partner. I don't need you to sign. I'm signing up for you to be on me. I ain't signing up for you to be. Oh, bro, how you feeling today? Like,
but
nigga,
it's not a but it's not a negative pressure though. You get what I'm saying?
Like
it's not a negative pressure associated with that.
Definitely not.
For me,
definitely not.
I statements.
Because I'm not asking nobody to be my accountability partner that I'm gonna feel any negative pressure from. You know what I mean? So it's like, but yeah, if I'm hitting you, I need full throttle. Feel me? Because if I'm seeing you pushing and you reminding me of what I said I was gonna do constantly, it's like, man, I gotta live up to that. Like, bro, ain't gonna let me.
I mean, in that case, see, like, we can get deeper than that. You get what I'm saying? Because then what on them days when you don't feel like, I'm talking about on them days, on them real days. I ain't talking about just my feelings hurt. I'm talking about on them days, it's a funeral or something. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it could get deep like that. Okay, on them days, are you going to let that accountability partner push?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
That's a whole nother subject.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it can get deeper. Yeah, but
we gotta definitely get to that.
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all kind of enjoy this part 2 coming. We're definitely gonna talk about, having people that can be able to like give and take it. Because like I said, I don't want an accountability partner that don't do nothing. You know what I mean? Because it's like, bro, I gotta be able to. And I ain't gonna say I got to, but it's just natural for it to be both ways, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we gotta get into that, and then, yeah, that's gonna get heavy because I feel like, you get some people where it's like, you say you ready, but you're not ready, you know what I mean? Or we have a mask like we care for certain people, or we can take whatever information from certain people, and it's not really that. So I got a lot on that for sure. We're gonna go in.
And I know me myself personally, I got so many topics, and like my main ones, because I really did the work. It's on the inside. It's about my emotions and all that type of stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I told him earlier, man. I'm hella emotional now.
Oh my God.
On some real shit. I'ma just keep it real. It is what it is. You feel me? This is what the people run from.
We're not emotional right now.
Not right now for sure, but yeah, man. We got all type of shit coming, man. Stay tuned.
Episode 2 on the way, man. Get ready, man. Accountability Partners podcast.
Tap in.